Hey guys, me Misha. Everything I say is not financial advice, my personal opinion. I'm setting up a trade. Probably I should publish it. It's yet to happen, and I set my limit to 160, so I'm ready to go up to 160. So I think it's a good balance on monthly. Now let me just log it. It doesn't hurt. It's not the matter of the fact that I'll get this trade, but I think it will wiggle me in tomorrow. Yeah. And day is... Wait, what happened to my months? What happened to my months? Yeah, it's trend trade. Oh my god, and it's not... It's not a title. Wait, something is wrong here. It's an ice level. Ice level. It's support level. It's one to correction. It's a 2-bar spring, volumed 2-bar spring, and it's a weak test. Is it weak though? The volume is significant. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's what happened here. And I just made my 2 R's. Oops. On ZTS. ZTS, or how do you pronounce it? I know. I'm pathetic in in the way I pronounce English name. Zetis. I think it's Zetis. I have no idea. And more essential, don't care. It's conservative trend line, long impulse. Funny enough, it's absolutely the same like I had here for 2R. Again, spring of expanding T2. All of this. So it's conservative, and here's the spring. Let's log it. It's not the matter of the fact that it happens. If it gaps tomorrow and never hits like 160 or lower, it's not gonna let me in, but but let's share it with the world. Yeah. GTS investment 1-day time frame, long, conservative trend trade, monthly trend. Yearly trend. That's what it is. It's long, it's trend analysis, technical indicators, wave analysis. Tax, ZDS, ZTS, long setup, waves, we say volume, spread analysis, support and resistance zones, YCAF. You see, it's all the same. YCAF, take profit, ZDS. Swear by the house rules. It's my honest opinion. Share to Twitter. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Okay. That's the deal. Let me just download all that. I also start posting it on Instagram. I have a funky Instagram right now. Half of the content is acting, the other half is investment trading. But yeah, let's prep for tomorrow. Oil is down. So funny. It's in a balance now. Look at this. Ooh. People who bought there. Oh my gosh. How crazy was this? Done, go off. Change direction again. Done, go here. Off. Anything here? Then it breaks. Yeah, didn't give us a chance. Didn't give us a chance. Like crazy. Huh. Dollar twists and curls. There is a possibility that this is all not real, so the monthly level is here. We'll see about that. Yeah, like this craziness. And you see there was a setup for short, and then June 9th, 11 a.m. June 9th. June 9th. Oh, okay, not enough of data. But yeah, it's just a wiggle. So it would be also fair to imagine that the actual monthly level is here. We'll see about that. We'll see about that, but for now, doesn't look good. Look like an exhaustion a little bit. But look, all this volume build up. Ooh. But it's somewhere in the middle, so it makes sense. Yeah. That can be it for rubble. And then we know there's always a crisis in August, at least in Russia. And then, or maybe like this blump. Yeah, the volumes are still here. There's 3 volumes. Interesting. Dow Jones, Russell 2000. Yeah, I think we may see correction after the 4th of July frenzy. After this. After this madness, it's not that biggest, but oops, that's not what I wanted to do. We'll see how it goes. I'd be careful tomorrow. Well, I set up a limit trade on Zetas. I'll see how that works. Why do I have this 0.5? It's not of importance right now. SPY. Did its thing. We cannot even consider continuation of the trend. Last hour. That's why I like this Boex better volumes, this electronic market versus real data, because real data gives me like too much of a spike on the last hour, as Boex gives less. They don't report probably all the technical data of the last hour of the day. Yeah. Yeah, we need a transition extremum on SPY. Qs are at transition extremum right now. And this is a transition extremum, so if it does something like this here tomorrow, that would be something. An upthrust of, don't mind this 0.5 for now. Magnet, Haji. Huh. Weekends. Interesting. Yeah, no, that was, you see, that was obvious. It wouldn't hold. Went down and died. First sign of changing. First sign of change of direction. And I mean, there is no volume on the weekend, so I don't think it's like indicative of anything really. This guy though, 4th of July, it was Friday. Markets were open in Russia. Initiative takeover, boom versus boom. You see how they're like on the same level? Classic. Initiative takeover. Yeah. Correction. And with correction, we need to consider this 0.5. Yeah. So, test level, I don't think so, but the sign of strength level, maybe. See how beautifully it, like, initiative takeover happened here, up thrust, then break, and then boom, down. And now, wait. Yeah, it didn't have enough of liquidity to go down. High 10.8, high 11. So yeah, now this sign of strength level is broken. Where was the volume? Yeah. It's not at the bottom, but it was towards the bottom. Look at this. One bar reversal, then test. One more spring. Volume spring test. That was an entry point. Look at this beauty. But there was no hourly level, so wouldn't be able to identify this thingy. But anyhow, long story short, not here but here, possible. Fjord, something I'm looking to add more. I did my 2R, I'm in this trade. Everything looks great on Fjord. Fjord is my sweetheart for right now. Yeah, not here, but this is actually doable. Just volumes. So it can push more. This tail is concerning, but yeah, no, I mean, and it's reached its like pivotal point. You see this like 0.5 goes into the exactly into the T1 level, so it rotated. That would be beautiful, like just correction to here and then boom. I would buy. I would just buy this beast. Technically, unless the day will close in correction, if it comes here, springs here, it will be alright, at least till the T2 level of hourly, but super careful. But here, from sign of strength 0.5, ooh, that would be beautiful. Pfizer did my 2R here, less than 2R, 1.6R, and waiting to break even. We are at the monthly level, sign of strength. However, volume is down here, so I don't have much concern about it. However, won't be able to trade in continuation of the trend, even though the volume distribution is still long. So here would be like perfect 0.5. However, you can't play I can't play continuation of the trend. That's why I don't put sign of strength here, because officially I'm still aware of this monthly level, this guy. However, it looks like whole volume is here. So just to play by the book, and since if I wasn't in this trade, maybe I felt more frivolous to trade here in continuation of the trend. But I'm waiting to break even. I did good on dividends here, surprisingly, Pfizer. Something I should pay closer attention to. But yeah, it's almost like 7% in dividends, so nice, juicy dividends I collected here. Interesting. And potentially can still collect here if it boom. We'll see how it goes. I feel alright about being in Pfizer. Can't say the same about Samalot. Intel 2 is alright. I'm so high up there in Intel. What was I thinking about even? We'll talk about that later. My monthly watch is what I'm looking at. at the up thrust and the balance. I'm looking at this level. Valid. This one I refused. To take it from here. Yeah. Technically this was a transition extremum, and there was a 0.5. Was there an entry? See, this wouldn't have worked. Why did I even consider it? Anyone knows? Weird. And then goes down. Oh, yeah, these levels, coincidence of the levels. So yeah, that wouldn't have worked. Honestly, I don't know what I'm looking for. It's so technically, yeah, it's past the transition extremum, but practically it's short. The stack I want to be in, if it went here and just like manipulated this level, I'd be pretty happy. Yeah, everything checks out. Exhaustion volume, increased volume, we're at yearly. Should have I? No, but we have this volume in our face also, so no. But I'd rather get stuck on this guy than get stuck in this guy or this guy. I'd rather get stuck in this or this than anything else on my watch list. You know what I mean? So yeah, looking for an entry. This is still low, so maybe 0.5. But probably, yeah, if it expands, that would be nice if it expanded. T2 level a couple times and went to 0.5. That would be a good buy. Yeah, here it just didn't. You see, like when the impulse is exhausting, doesn't even have enough of juice to go down here, manipulate, and then give me an entry. Okay, I have stuff going on, so don't feel horrible about it. It's balanced, but it broke. Yeah, it broke. If it comes back here, expands this level, good for short again. And yo guys, they just announced another like 3.3 trillion to be printed in the upcoming 10 years. So let's try to picture this 3.3 trillion on the spot. 1, 2, 3. Maybe this whole thing is 3. And then 4, 5. Still need to, maybe this was like 4 or 5. And then in next 10 years, 2035. Yeah. Maybe something like this, maybe 800. And then again, it's going to depend whether American government can borrow more money and print, so the Feds can print more money, the Federal Reserve. Interesting time ahead of us. Oh, that's also interesting. And I'm looking, yeah, that was too high, like way too high to do anything here. Yeah, sorry, and it changed direction. Didn't really. Man. Meta chickened out of playing coincidence of levels because it was evident that it's closing, the day is closing in correction, but technically that was still an entry. I'd be close. Yeah, I think it looks like it will. But again, yeah, no, I mean, chickened out and no regrets. But I think it will go. Now through transition extremum, 0.5 is around here, so that would be an entry. Something sweet and short from here, punk, from here. Don't think so. Unvolumed 2-bar spring of the sign of strength. Oof. Nasty. I don't want to be the one who will pay for this party. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the one who pays for the party. That was a 2-bar rule. It's in a break officially now. So that's the level. Maybe that's how an LMK, not an LMK, but an LMK in Russian. Potentially reverses, or at least it's the first sign of reversal. Yeah, I would say it would want to go to meet this level. You know, just the price magnet. However, on daily, it changed direction, but it twists and curls, but also which is a good sign of downtrend, at least, like slowing down, kind of slowly dying out. It tried to change here, but then it went down back, and then gave this volume that looks like an exhaustion volume. Yeah, it does look a little bit like an exhaustion volume. Let's keep on observing this guy. Oof, Nvidia. Oof. Ay, ay, ay. Does that look overextended? Sure does. Does it mean that it's stopping? No, absolutely not. Always assume continuation of the trend, unless you see distinctive signs of price reversing. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Impressive. So now here's the 0.5. It's fairly close to That would be an interesting development if expense comes here, or even changes direction on hourly, comes here, manipulates, successfully reverses. Yeah, not bad. This, my friends, is continuation of the trend. So we got this purple now for a continuation of the trends. Yeah, just doesn't look sexy to me at all. Philip Morris, killer stock. Business that kills people and is proud about it. What is the mission of Philip Morris? Okay, guys. Maybe I feel sinister right now, but I want to know the mission of Philip Morris. Right here, right now. Philip Morris mission statement. Our purpose is to develop scientifically substantiated smoke-free products that are less harmful than smoking. Wow. Philip Morris International Mission Statement. We strive to be environmentally and socially responsible. We are dedicated to fighting the illegal cigarette trade, and we proudly support the communities where we source tobacco and where our employees live and work. Philip Morris International is committed to delivering a smoke-free future by developing and commercializing better alternatives to cigarettes for adult smokers who would otherwise continue to smoke. Their mission focuses on accelerating the decline of cigarette smoking and having a net positive impact on society. Do they not produce tobacco anymore? This involves significant investment in scientific research, development, and the marketing of smoke-free products. Gosh, guys, you gotta excuse me because I'm about to cry. I'm about to start crying right now. I found my charge. Sorry. Why do I feel sinister today? Is it the word I'm looking for? Strive. Sinister. No, not the sinister. Nah. Like sarcastic. Okay, let's for the lack of the better vocabulary in my English. But it's not the what's the word I'm looking for? I feel bitter. Like bitter sarcastic. I don't know. I feel something. Meantime, this thing reverses, and it's also it's pure breed continuation of the trade. It's but yeah, Philip Morris, great job on figuring out your mission statement. Positive impact on communities. My only question is whether they still produce cigarettes or not in their smoke-free environment. Well, what a bullshit. This world is very hypocritical in so many ways. And I don't think I even hold it against the world anymore. This all is continuation of the trend. No, vice versa, sorry. You see, I'm still getting used to my new marking. These all are continuations of the trend. And these are daily watches. But yeah, Philip Morris is dedicated to smoke-free environment. Does Philip Morris manufacture cigarettes? Yes, Philip Morris, now known as Philip Morris International, PMI does manufacture cigarettes, while PMI is actively working to reduce its reliance on cigarettes by developing smoke-free products. What is a smoke-free product? So like patches and all this shit. Wow, what a moronical world we are living in. Shouldn't they be just like criminally persecuted for like a mission statement like they have? While authorities running around trying to catch undocumented immigration, wouldn't they better off? Wouldn't all of us be better off if they just focus their law enforcement activities on companies like Philip Morris? That's how I feel, at least. It's not like undocumented immigration is not a problem, but cigarette tobacco company having a statement mission to reduce community dependence on cigarettes is just ridiculous. This looks like initiative takeover a little bit. Technically it's a level, and it's at 0.5 of the daily range. I don't like this balance. And it's correction technically, so yeah. That was an entry right here. I already see it. Boom, unvolumed. Sorry. Technically this, but practically unvolumed spring, so yeah. Yeah. Let me just read it one more time. Develop scientifically substantiated smoke-free products that are less harmful than smoking with the aim of completely replacing. So they're kind of like fighting themselves. What a noble thing to do. Skeptical? No, skeptical, like sarcastic, skeptical. Trying to coin the word of how I feel. Of how I feel right now. Not just about Philip Morris, but about, I don't know, everything in general. And I love world, I love life, and I love people and all of that. Just one of these days when I can't read Philip Morris' statement with a straight face. Yeah, technically, like it updated the level, so like T2 would go here, but it's absolutely unvolumed up thrust and one bar roll, so yeah. So yeah. And I need to finish that article about LA protests. They asked me for correction, the Insider magazine I'm writing for. That looks like an exhaustion, a lot. slightly below 0.5. Yearly though doesn't look good at all. Yeah. Oh yeah, bruh. It looks like an exhaustion straight up. That's kind of volume. Change direction, but no, boom. Yeah, I think this level is BS, the same as the Pfizer sign of strength level. Yeah. What if I start checking alternatively the absence of this level based on the volume distribution? You following? I'll show it on Pfizer right now. Like, yeah, like this thing never existed. It's unvolumed. This was volumed anyway. Yeah, it went down, changed direction. My point is, like, what if I don't care about this level? Because I believe that all the volume is down below. So, you know what I mean? Just my volume is here. Why do I care about this level? Oh, it goes down. I'm going deep underground. So this was the test, really? Not really. Yeah, it was. It was. Oh, look how beautiful it was. Up thrusted with volume. Oh, wow. White. Yeah. Gosh, this is... And that's a real level. And that was a real level. Wait. Broke down. Level. Then broke up. So this was the level, that was a balance. Oh, and then it went down here, right? Changed direction. But that was a balance here again, probably. Even if not, didn't matter. Well, it did, because it's either this or this. Maybe even potentially 0.5. Anyhow, sorry, I'm hallucinating. Yeah. To balance. Guys, I'm sorry, I feel tired. I don't know why. I need to take a break. Let's check the biggest losers, because we like losers, right? Oops. Huh. Yeah. But is it really? Is it really? My bet is the volume is also like down here, right? More or less. No, it's here. So, and that's the biggest volume. It broke a little bit too far up. I'd love the whole shebang to happen like somewhere around here. But it's a transition extremum, and you know, and potential short. This thing didn't hold good. Where are we? Maybe I had a sugar rush. Ate too many cookies. Mmm. Mmm. This is yum. Correction to 0.5 and resumption in the direction of the main trend. This is yum. Why do we have this here? Novartis AG. This is looking short now. I mean, I'm not saying it's looking short. I'm saying the only way I can consider a trade at the resistance level of the year is short. I think we'll see some movement, some correction, at least the beginning of July, and we'll see where it takes us. I think market is strong. However, that wouldn't work. UPS, you remember how it took the only real stop loss I took? I think in 2004, in the last year even, my last real stop market. Never say never, but decided to go short on UPS and it shorted me out just to go my direction. But here I was like, yeah, was I skeptical? I don't remember, but I should have been skeptical. No, actually. But no, I mean, yeah, it's also coincidentally this in 0.5. Yeah. And like volume build up here, then it throws the biggest volume, which is still here. Yeah, no, like I like this. Yeah, not enough volatility, and then boom. That would need a test though, and on the test, because it's not that biggest volume, there's like bigger volume in our face. Yeah, and this volume too. So, and then test could have been avoided. And like I'm such a chicken, I wouldn't take it anyways. I would have chickened out. Anywho, guys, that will be it for today. I'm still due to watch through the rest of the monthly levels, which is a lot. I'll do it later. Trade responsibly on your own. Never listen to anyone. No one knows anything. Learn and grow in the communities of like-minded people.